What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Jump. Oh boy. You know, I want to talk about this today, and I'm going to tread it lightly because this is a controversial topic, right? But I want to talk about this today because in the new era, which we're living in now, in which there's a lot of gender equality, and you can marry who you want. People believe that this availability to do so, which was previously restricted up until maybe about 6 or 7 years ago in the United States, depending on where you live. This will open up new doors for people who wanted to be in love. Okay. And in the black community, this was something that was like very controversial, with the activism and, people that were on the devout, the right, LGBT marriage was something that was looked down up against. But now, especially in some of your black cities, Atlanta, you see it in, DC, Baltimore, it's not uncommon to see black professionals in the same sorts of marriages, right? Same sex. And today we're talking about Lena Waithe, right? I don't know if I'm saying that incorrectly, but she is a very talented screenwriter and producer. Okay? And she has been doing her thing in Hollywood for some time. She is also an actress. And, most notably, if you look at, the 20s, Boomerang, The Shy, Dear White People as an actress. And she's known as a lady that is quite popular in the LGBT community in Hollywood, right? Especially in the black LGBT community. And she recently married Alana Mayo. Okay? Now, they just got married last year. All right? And this is a picture of them here. And what we find out is that 2 months after getting married, they separated. What? And then Alana Mayo files for divorce within 10 months. Now, I want to go back to what I want to talk about, which is running from the problems in the black community. Doesn't matter your sexuality, right? There are some people that are heterosexual, some people are bisexual, some people are homosexual. Some people want to date out of the communities. Okay? Some people want to date, you have the SYSBM, those things. But what this shows me is that regardless of sexual preference, that people in the black community are having the same problem, regardless if it's hetero or homosexual relationships. And that problem is knowing how to deal with each other in healthy relationships in black America. You see? That's the thing, okay? Now, while talking about that, we need to know what's going on. Why is it happening? It's happening because the African American community hasn't been raised to be able to go through tough times in relationships. All right? Long committed relationships. Like, if you haven't been with a, for example, I was watching a brother on YouTube the other day. He said when he grew up, he didn't have a father. He didn't know that men were supposed. He never grew up seeing the man working. He only thought women worked. He didn't see that growing up. Okay? A lot of these young ladies are growing up with single moms. Just like Lena Waithe. Okay? And the other lady, I don't know about her, but she probably grew up, I would assume, the same. When you are not able to grow up and seeing people in relationships that know how to get through tough times, that know how to resolve those differences, that understand, like, you know what, things are not always going to be tough. We need to work things out. See, when you don't have that, it doesn't matter to say those relationships are going to come to an end. Okay? And for those people who feel like, well, now I'm going to go to the white community. I'm going to get a white woman or a white man or a black woman, black man. Then when you see those people, they have those same problems. They're going to come back to Black America by themselves and figure out that, I'm not really prepared for this. I'm not prepared for this. And this is what's happening with Lena. Lena Waithe is not prepared for marriage. It looks good. It sounds good. Yeah, to get married, it looks great. It's nice to let everybody know you're married. Nice to have a wedding. But then when you got to put in the work, you're not ready. And then your marriage is failing just like everybody else. And I think that's where she's at. And it doesn't shock me because, even in the domestic community of the LGBT amongst women, from what I've read previously, I don't remember if I find it, but the domestic violence in those relationships sometimes, if I'm not mistaken, can be higher than even in heterosexual relationships. And the reason why that could be the case is, again, when you grow up and you don't see those relationships being healthy, it affects young women and young men. Women don't know how to be in relationships that are healthy with, women or men. Men don't know how to be in relationships with, all of that. So, guys, this is something that's important. Like, how do you get married and you separate within 8 weeks? Damn. I don't know too many heterosexual relationships that happen in, but it happened in this one. So, guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Dude Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jump. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe with the bell. Check out the first comment pinned to the top, guys. Check out the Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts. And check out the Patreon. And as you know, the buffoonery always remains at an all-time high. I'm out.